welcome back, the old two-stroker YouTube channel. My name is Wayne, and today we're working on junk. Big surprise. What we got going on today is, in the last video, we cold started this old race truck back behind me here. We're calling it COVID-19 because, well, look at it, and it's number 19, so one of you subscribers suggested that name, and I thought it was pretty fitting, so it's stuck, at least for me. It's a shame I can't tag it anywhere, or we get some CDC notification or something, warning in the beginning of the video. That's what we need. Anyway, what we're gonna do today, if you noticed last time we ran this truck, it was kind of huffing out of this side, and this bank was running colder than the other side. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna pop these valve covers off real quick. I'm gonna use some wind here and get all the pine needles and shit out from underneath, or from in between there. Try to clean this up a little bit so we don't get some delicious pine sol scent in the oil. And then we'll pop the valve covers off, and we're gonna set the valves and the injectors first, and then we've got to fire it up, get it to operating temperature, and then we can do the racks. I want to do the racks hot, so that's where we're at. I'll bring you back when we get this cleaned up. Good Lord, fellers, look at that. Guess that's been a long time coming. This floor was clean, minus the oil drips. See anything missing, so that's good. Oh yeah, see, that one's loose, boys. Those are loose, so that makes sense because the two back cylinders were the coldest. All right, fellas, I apologize, it's a little noisy in here today. It's friggin' cold, so we got the heat on. So I'm kind of pampered in my old age. So what I like to do, can you even see me? Probably not. What I like to do with these, everyone asks me, you know, what is your trick? Do you paint a lot of guys will paint the tops of the rocker arms here to know when they've tightened them. And I don't do that. I don't like seeing the paint marks. It kind of bothers me. What I do like to do though is I'll go through and I'll break all of them free. One time, one shot here. I'm not going to touch the injector in this case because I want to see something before I do that, but we're going to break the exhaust free. And then, you know, when you're all done, or when you think you're all done, all you got to do is stick your hand back here and check to make sure the lock nut's loose. Or tight. If it's tight, you know you did your job. If it's loose, well, try again. So these are 16th thou exhaust clearance, which I have here. I have a single deal, and for the race truck, because we do so many RPMs, we want to set a true 16. So normally you would do these with a go no go, which is this one, and I use this to get me close. And you put it in here, and you can see, well, let me see if I can get you a little bit more light on the subject. How's that? Can you guys see that a little better? So how this is normally supposed to work is you would take your feeler gauge and you'd put it in here, and it would be, there would be some kind of drag on it. There's actually play in this. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's loose. You see that rock in motion? It's you could feel it. If you guys were here, you could feel that. And oftentimes the rockers aren't necessarily war square, so you got to make sure you've got this under all parts of the rocker, or you can get a false reading. So the deal is, a 15 should be loose, like that 16 is, but then the 17 should not pass through, and it does. So anyway, back to what we were doing. Sorry about that. Phone never stops around here. So now she's broke free. These tend to get tighter as you tighten the lock nut. So you got to kind of get them close to 16. And then check them. Yeah, see, we were like almost at 16 and now I can't get it in there, so try that again. It'll take me, every time I do it, it takes like 1 or 2 shots to get the right feel for where the injector or exhaust wants to be, and then figure, you know, then it's pretty natural after that. Pretty tight.
Oh, tight, yeah!
I'm willing to bet a 15 ain't real happy about it. Well, 15 goes. 17 does not. See that? So 15 goes. $17, no way. So you can see that there's a mark in this right there where it increases thickness to 17 thou. And you know, I'd like it to be a little bit closer than what it is. Like I said, if it wasn't a race truck, you'd be all right. But try to keep it there you go. Now I can get it in there. It's tight, but it goes. Tight's okay. And our go, no go should give us the same results. Still, the 15 should be able to go through there still, and 17 should be a real, yeah, 17 you really got to ram. So that's where you want it. That's how you do that. So we'll do the next one together, and then you guys are going on a time lapse. Well, maybe we'll do an injector first, and then you'll go on a time lapse. What do you think about that? That's gonna be real close. That's it. Nailed it, first attempt. Ah!
God damn it, Gump! You're a goddamn genius!
Oh, and it goes without saying, obviously, you're doing your exhaust valves when your injector is fully depressed. That means you're on compression, TDC, or close to it. And then what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna move you to here. And since this one, our exhaust is fully compressed, we're gonna do the injector there. Don't know if you guys have seen this yet. Fancy dial indicator. Okay, but you're gonna get to see it today, so. You calibrate it before you use it. I'm not gonna show you that. Buy one and I'll show you. But it's pretty simple. Alright, I'll show you. All you do is leave it on the base like it is. See, it's on the base there. And you turn the top of it to where it lines up with cal. It's as simple as that. And then we take and we put it on our injector lobe. And I'm not sure if you guys can see that, so let's see if I can get you close. Jeez, it looks blurry from here, so I'm hoping it's not blurry for you guys. I apologize if it is, it's the best I can do. But it looks like the injectors are set at 1474. So I'm not 100% sure if that's where I want them. I'm gonna probably go to the other side and check another one, and then I'll come back. All right, fellas, update. I skipped ahead. I've gone ahead and did this cylinder also. It was also a little loose. I've decided against changing injector heights. The two I checked were dead nuts the same. And so those guys, whoever set this up, probably knew a lot more about the injectors that are in it than I do. So we're gonna go ahead and leave well enough alone. The thing runs, seems to make great power. So you know, not worried about that at all. I'm confident in the injector height setting. We're not gonna mess with that. Alright fellas, well, welcome back here. It's been a couple days since we set the valves in the old race truck. And so next what I told you we're going to do is we got to set the racks, but I want to get it warm first. And there's no better way to do that, I don't think. So here's what we're going to do. Let me come over here. I think we're going to need a little bit of fuel. I think it's getting kind of... So for those of you that watch pretty regularly, you'll recognize this thing. Everyone was bitching me out. Oh my God, I don't know how you didn't explode. In the generator video, this was the can in the gen set. And, you know, fellas, that's a diesel gen set. So there's no business having a gas can in there. You guessed it, unless it's got diesel in it. So, we were, proper planning prevents piss poor performance. So let's get... This can leaks like a sieve too. I'll bring it back. Oh boy. Totally just almost took a header. Alright, well. As you can see, I would have had just as good a look if I just threw the container at the tank. Whatever. There's about 3 gallons in it. 2.5, 3 gallons, so now it's in a race truck. We used about half of the... Used about 2.5 gallons when I load tested the generator, you know, before it blew up. And I had left the can in there, you know, hooked up. Alright, so now what we gotta do is when you guys order merch, this is how it comes to you, depending on what it is. So I have Alpine green bags, even though I can't pick the correct color for my gen set. I got the right color bags. So we've got to get that to the mailbox. And we're in a bit of a monumental snowstorm here. I did a little bit of plowing just in front of the shop here so we could get everything out, but yeah, it's beautiful. And so I can't think of any better way to get down to the mailbox than with an 800 horsepower race truck. So let's do that. I gotta get it started here and let it warm up a second, and then we'll bring you back.
truck tester.
Six and a half hours later.
Alright boys, that was a battle I wasn't expecting. I don't know. I just thought it would be better, but it's not. So I got this junk back in here. Now, oh god, it's warm enough. It's never gonna get to 180 or whatever unless we can do like a burnout or somehow load the engine, and I can't even get to the burnout pad right now. So that's not gonna work. But basically, I'm gonna get the valve covers off at the high-speed spring or the high-speed adjustment and idle adjustment cover, and then we will go from there. So I'm gonna snap these valve covers off, and I'll bring you right back. All right, fellas, I have update here for you. I have backed out the idle screw. We got our throttle locked into full, and this one's tight here, but then the rest of these are loose. This thing's worse than I thought. I'm gonna adjust it quick, but I'm not gonna go through it with you. I don't think it's necessary. What's weird is all of a sudden this front one's tight. You know, it was loose when we checked it together. These two are tight. So maybe we got something else going on. Maybe it needs a fuel filter. Maybe something's plugging one of these injectors up. Maybe one of the injectors is no good. Maybe you just simply can't check these at idle like that because they're... I got a hunch they're not stock. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and run the rack and I'll bring you back. All right, fellas, got our rack dialed to life. Just ran the idle back in. Let's see what it starts like. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Seems a lot crisper when you stab it, and the smoke seems more equal, so that's a win. The two on the passenger side and the back were way out. Way out. They weren't the old Wayno spec, that's for sure. Alright, I'm gonna knock the valve covers back on this thing and bring it back. Alright. Button up. And go out the burnouts. So here's where we're at. This bank is dead even now, but it's still colder. About 20 degrees colder. Well, we can't do that now because it's not running, but yeah, I'm not sure why. It's not the racks, so I don't know if maybe we got a flow restriction or something on this side, but it is not the racks. I am sure of that. So maybe what we'll do is, I don't know, this is going to be about it for the year for this thing anyway. I can't have it in the shop anymore. And yeah, there's no working on this thing outside. So I think what we're going to do is, as soon as the snow goes away, I'm just gonna drive it over and put it back on a trailer, or either way, I'll put it in that field there and see if I can't get the hood, not the new hood, the old hood, just kind of set on here to keep some of the water out of the engine. But that's gonna be the last time you'll see this winter. It's too much, guys. I got no room to work in here. We'll find something else to do. But anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to visit the website and get your appropriate PPE, just in case you guys are blowing up gen sets. These make you immune to arc flash. I don't know if you know that, but this is certified arc flash gear. So cheers, thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one, and thanks to everybody that's ordering. You're helping me out a bunch.